this video I'd like to show you how to bleed radiator and remove it from the wall brackets. So I've got this radiator which needs to be removed in order to plaster the wall behind. I'm not gonna bleed the whole system, I'm gonna bleed just this one and I'll show you how to do it. To do this I use adjustable wrench and a spanner, heavy duty rubber packs, and a bleeding key. Of course this radiator is full of water, so now I need to isolate it from the rest of the radiators and from the system. So we've got two valves on the sides which I need to shut. I hope they work properly. So on one side we've got thermostatic, which we need to turn to 0. So now this one is shut. On the other side we've got this kind of valve. So here you've got plastic cap, you need to remove it. And using a spanner or pliers, just shut it here. Just need to turn it up to the end. So now this one is shut and the other one, so the water doesn't go into the radiator and doesn't go out of the radiator, it just stays in the radiator. So now I need to bleed the radiator. I'm gonna unscrew this nut, but first I'm gonna use the rubber sacks because I don't want any flood or damage the downstairs ceiling. So the rubber sacks cannot be damaged or teared, it has to be brand new. So what I'm doing, I just push this back behind the radiator and here around the valve. So just to make sure nothing can happen with the whole valve, I'm just gonna secure it using the wrench spanner. So basically when I pull this down, I try to keep this straight like this. As you see, the water starts dripping. Make sure everything goes into the bag, nothing goes onto the carpet. Now you can unscrew it with your hand even more. I can even put a screwdriver between the valve and the radiator, so I can control the water. This starts to become boring because the water is slightly dripping. I know that it's at least half of the radiator. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use the bleeding key. Here's the bleeding point. So when I open this, the air should come out from here, so the water should start bleeding more. This is a double radiator, so there's quite a lot of water. So I think this, because this bag is going to be full soon, I'm gonna replace it. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna shut this valve back. So now the water has stopped dripping, so I mean the radiator is empty. Now I need to remove these brackets, but they're just 2 screws, and plaster this wall, paint it, and put the radiator back. The rest of the radiators in the house are working. The pressure on the boiler is still the same, because we just shut it here and remove just this one. The rest is fine. You can use the heating and hot water.